friends, it's Conny here from the Daily Life of Creativity, sharing a project for Cherry on top with the Cherry box for the month of February. Okay, so what you get in the box is this memory hardware tiny journal. It's a unique book bound design. It has thick chipboard cover and it comes with 6 chipboard pages. The interior pages are 4x4 and the exterior cover is 4x4.5. Okay, it says that it's ideal for mini albums, mixed media, and gifts. Today I am going to be using the Simple Vintage Love Story Collection Kit from Simple Stories, the Simple Vintage Love Story ephemera pieces, and the Love Story rub-ons, Be Mine ink by Catherine Puller, and the Chipboard die cut in the garden by Prima. Also the vintage photo distress spray, that's a stain, and on the pink lemonade stencil butter. Okay, so now here you see me cutting the pages, but then I decided that I should probably paint this first before I start doing that, so this has time to dry. So this one is the Be Mine ink by Catherine Puller. What I did was I used a sponge to dabble the ink on the chipboard, and then I am going to come in later with the pink lemonade stencil butter and add it on top of this. So I'm just going to, instead of dipping the sponge in there, I'm going to grab the knife and start dabbing it on the chipboard die cut, or the chipboard, what is that? Decorative chipboard piece. And I left the chipboard in the original package since it was already adhered to it with foam tape. I think it worked perfectly. I didn't have to get anything else dirty in my background or clean anything up. And it was easy to remove when I was ready to attach to my project. With the floral paper that comes in the collection kit. These are all from the 12x12 paper pad, so I just cut them to size to fit the album. You will see me layering papers. I wanted to have the floral in the background and then the white, well, not white, that clearer paper on top, so the frame can be, the decorative frame can be showing more. And here I'm just adding a little more color to the decorative chipboard. Keep forgetting what it's called. I'm inking the edge using the same Be Mine ink by Catherine Puller. So this is a little too big, so I'm going to trim it. I'm going off to the side to trim the paper off. You won't see me doing that, but that's what I did. Alright, so now we are back with the chipboard piece. I am using my hot glue gun to adhere it to the front of the cover and just pretty much adding glue in the middle, not caring where it's going because this car sack sticker is going to be in the middle part, so it's not going to show. This piece right here is from the ephemera pieces. It's a little big, but I'm not scared of ripping things apart to make them fit in where I want them to fit. Plus, I think it looks good with the little clip at the top popping in the background. This is a butterfly from the car sack stickers, and I added some foam foam adhesive for some dimension. Adding some hearts here, and I think I'm done with the cover for now. Looking for a little phrase, and I am going to pick Our Love Story. I like to add glue on top of my stickers. It just gives me like a sense of knowing that it's definitely not going anywhere. I could have left the sticker there, but I ended up not using it for the front cover. Okay, so now we are back with the spine. Me just here making sure that that's the right size, and sometimes I do that throughout the album even though I know the measurements. Okay, so we are focusing on the back cover now. I wanted to use the same floral paper in the back, but I didn't have the right size. I still used it. I just added a different paper in the background and had that one center. Alright, so we are back, and you can see here that I added the spine. I added a chipboard to the spine. I will show you guys at the end how everything is looking. So I started matting my papers here. They're all 4x4. I really like this pattern paper with the florals. I think this was one of my favorites from the collection so far. Just so cute. Using some of the ephemera pieces too to layer on top. The stickers from the 12x12 cardstock sheet, and I went back to the front. Sometimes I work all over. Spread the album. I feel like it was missing something. I just couldn't put my finger on it. I could have added some enamel dots, but I think the sprinkles work. Since I made a boo-boo right there, I am going to cover it, which is fine. I think it turned out cute. Sometimes we don't need to freak out about the mistakes we make. Just try to fix it by adding something different. I also like to use the 2x2 cut out parts from the 12x12 sheet. I am going to do some little flip ups and add it to a page. So here you see me cutting papers that are 2x4 and then scoring at 2 inches. So I can add them to the pages. So I have 4 pieces because I was thinking that I was going to add all of them, but it didn't work out that way. On the right, I am going to add 2. Okay, so here I'm inking the edges of the white paper that I used. See here, looking to see if I was going to add them back to back. All right, so yeah, I'm adding one to the top left and then the bottom right, and then on the other two I'm just going to add the 2x2 cut apart piece directly on the chipboard. Let me know in the comments below if you are getting the cherry box for the month of February, and if you're making this project, or maybe you have other plans for the box already. I have seen some girls making cards. I also saw an album by Jessica that turned out so cute. I love the way what she did. And then we definitely want to see what you are making with the cherry box for the month. We love seeing inspiration, and it's also good to share with other people what you're making. Maybe they get inspired by you and want to create what you're making too. So I was recently told not to speed up my videos so much, so I'm just doing it at this speed. For now, I am just going to be adding the papers to the chipboard pages, and I will just continue playing music so you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? Alright, so for this one, I'm going to add a flip up page. I think this paper was 4 by 8 and I took an inch off. I am trying to round the corners and inking the edges, and I'm going to attach that to the chipboard album. How beautiful is this card by... This is a cut apart from the 12 by 12 sheet also. I love the typewriter, and it's like, let me see here, surrounded by, let me see here. It has like florals and hearts on the side. It is so beautiful. Okay, I'm flipping through the project. Let me see here. Next, yes, continue. I'm just matting more papers. So for this page, this one is also 4x6. I score at 4 inches, and then you see this. Let me see here. I think it's about 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. So 4x6, yeah, of course, 2 inches. Score at 2, and then it's gonna flip up to the right. Flip to the right. This is the little accordion page that I did. This is gonna be 4 inches by 12. And I am going to score at, let me see, 4 1/8, 8 1/8, and then you will have like a little gap right there, which is good. Adhering that, and that one is gonna open to the left. Here I am going to be adding some matte papers for photos and layering some chipboard pieces or the rub-ons. And for this one, I made a pocket. This one is gonna be 5 by 2.5, and I'm gonna score half of an inch all around. I have the white paper underneath the mat because this mat is glass, so it shows the light reflecting on the glass, and I don't like it. So hopefully that's showing a little better. Okay, so in this pocket, I'm going to add some of the tags from the cut apart that comes in the 12 by 12 collection kit. And this one right here that you see me doing is going to go on one of the pages. This one is 3 by 6. I score at 3 inches, and then I'm layering the rub-ons. Guys, I love the rub-ons. They are beautiful. They're stunning. You can layer them. They create beautiful layers. If you are one of the many that don't like adding foam adhesive, or you just don't like bulk or layers, this is the best way to add layers to your projects, by using the rub-ons. I am going to add this gorgeous bird on it, and then it just goes, I think it looks amazing. And it smells so good. Well, I like the way they smell. I like to sniff them. It smells so nice. I'm just adding a cardstock sticker, True Love. There you go. And I am done with that one. So from now on, you will see me using the rub-ons a lot, because they create a lot of layers and they just look beautiful. You can add a photo, or you can add some journaling with your handwriting if you don't want it showing. Sometimes I don't want my handwriting showing, so I like to write inside those little flip-up pocket pages. Plus, it makes it more interactive. I love interactive albums. This one is the Always, also from the rub-ons. Like, look how different this page would look after I'm done using all the rub-ons. Like, I'm going to use the Always, and I'm also going to use you'll see me cutting it right now, that pattern right there to the bottom left with the butterfly. That piece right there has like words and music notes, and it looks distressed, and it just looks gorgeous. I love the way it looks. I feel like it completed the page. And then of course you can add your photos on top of this. Add them a little smaller than the cluster I just did, and so I can see the rub-on still popping through. So I would add a photo maybe that measures like 2.5 by 2.5. so I can still get a glimpse of something, or maybe create a little add a photo but add it to a piece of cardstock to create a little flip up page, so it can still show it in the background if I want to see it, if I don't want to hide it. See, here you see me adding more of the rub-ons to the mini album. You can have a lot of fun with this one. Let me see what that one is. That one says forever. And I created a little cluster with the ephemera pieces on the bottom right. Trying to figure out what piece I am going to put there, but I decided for the Stick It So in Love on top of the chipboard, decorative chipboard. And you didn't see me adding this brad, but I added a brad and some tulle. I love adding tulle or ribbon to my projects. For this one here, I am going to be adding some mats for photos. Let me see, these ones are, they're 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. Well, some of them are 3 1/2 by, so anything between 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 or 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, just depends. And of course you can add a 3 by 3 photo, 2 by 2. So cute. Oh guys, on this typewriter, I'm obsessed with it. I added a bird on top of the typewriter, and then I added a cardstock sticker word, kiss me. Look how beautiful that looks. Looks amazing. Added more of those cardstock stickers. And now I'm just going around adding the last little details to it. Here I'm using that stencil, but I didn't like the way it looked after I did it, so I ended up covering it. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, I don't mind it, but at the moment, I just didn't like the way it looked. But of course, the stencil is gorgeous. You can do a background with this using paste, inks, I don't know, whatever is your favorite type of mixed media. I am going to go back and cover it with a piece of the cardstock with all the books. You will see me doing it right now. And those 12 by 12 papers go a long way with this mini album, since it's only 4 by 4. There you go. You see me covering it. Oh my gosh. I know. It's okay. Sometimes we do things in the moment and then we get to look back at them and you're like, you want to change little things or you want to add. I'm definitely that person that after I complete my projects, sometimes even after sharing it with you guys here on YouTube or Instagram, where I mostly share my projects, I go in and I change things up by a lot. It's okay. You have to feel free to. Sometimes you're not done with the process, even though you thought you were done. So these ones are the journaling bits. Just adding them throughout the album to create more layers. This little clipboard is going to be added to the last page of the album. I thought I was going to put it in there, but I didn't. I changed my mind. There it is. This moment right here, that little cut apart piece too. Let's go in there. So you can tell I'm not scared of tearing things apart. And I love that paper. So I'm gonna, when I add photos to it, I'm not even know if I'm gonna add a photo there. Maybe something very small on the side. Okay guys, so we are done. This is the complete mini album using the Cherry box for the month of February. We cannot wait to see what you make with it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Hopefully you get inspired to make a beautiful album for yourself or your loved one. Maybe you want to document a relationship with your daughter, your son, or your husband, your boyfriend, any family member. It doesn't have to be those. Or it can be an album all about you, what you love about yourself, you know. So thank you so much for stopping by, and we will see you again. Bye. And hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will also go ahead and add the link to where you can get the Cherry box, or if you decide to get the items that I used here single without getting the subscription, that is also an option, but I feel like you win getting the Cherry box. Bye.